Good afternoon. My name is Richard Swinehart. I'm with Bondy's Ford Lincoln in Dothan, Alabama. I want to introduce you to this 2017 Ford F-250. It is a crew cab, four-wheel drive diesel. The Platinum package comes with just about everything Ford has to offer as far as technology. You'll notice the Platinum by the grille treatment. It has chrome mirrors, tow hooks, 20-inch aluminum wheels, lockout hubs. This has power folding mirrors, power deploying running boards. These running boards are good if you've got little people in the family, older people in the family. It's a bigger footprint and it's lower than the standard fixed running boards. So it does a good job. You can also set these up where they don't work at all, or you can have them stay down on all times. It's just a matter of your preference. Looking inside this vehicle, I want to go over some things in here. I'm going to start in the back seat so I can close it up. This is a storage cabinet that folds down flat, and you can take it, put it down out of your way. Like that. Here's a sleeve for your receiver hitch to change the size if you want to reduce her. These are tie downs for your bed in the back. You snap these into those holes right there, and then you lock them with a key, and nobody can take them out. Real heavy gauge steel. We're hauling heavy up. Inside, please. Okay, I'm going to start over here and go over the driver's cockpit real quick just to let you see what all it has. It has push button start, one thing. Power windows and power locks and power mirrors are over here. You have power folding mirrors for going through the drive-throughs and banks and maybe putting it in your garage or parking at the mall. You don't want people to run into them. These mirrors also work off of your memory seats. You have tilt and telescope steering wheel, which is power and attached to your memory. You have heated and cooled seats, both seats in the front seat. These seats actually have a massager. You can massage your back or your bottom as you're driving if you're on a long trip. Over here is your automatic headlights. There's two buttons right here I'm sure you can't see that turns on spotlights that shine out both sides of the vehicle. If you're working out in your yard and you need some extra light out there. They're so bright, as a matter of fact, DOT makes them have a thing on it that shuts it off when you put it in gear because they're too bright for you to drive down the road with them on. Coming to the steering column here, this touchpad right here controls all of your information up here. These are just like information ID tabs. You just scroll across them, set up, personalize your car the way you want it, or your truck. Set up the gauges you want, how long your headlights stay on, how your doors unlock and lock. And I'll do that with you. Usually the only thing you're going to go in here for after setting up your vehicle is to check your mileage and trips and so on. This is your media hub right here, M for media. That will change you from AM to FM to Sirius, and then you can preset your stations. Seek up and down is here, volume up and down is here. This is your command buttons. Every command that you give this vehicle, you give it right there.
Please say a command.
Climate.
Setting temperature to low.
Your telephone is in that same button. Turn-by-turn directions. You can get traffic, weather, sports, stock market reports. This is your cruise control, which is just like every other cruise control. The gear shift here, you have park, reverse, neutral, drive, manual, 2 and 1. When you go to manual, you use this plus and minus to shift. So if you're in inclement conditions, snow, ice, towing in the mud, you can manually shift the truck. It won't shift itself. Your four-wheel drive is right here. You got 2 high, 4 low, and you also have a lockup cog in the rear end that locks everything into positive traction. It'll do it itself if you brake traction, but if you know you're going to need it and you're going off-road or go pull your boat out of the water, you can go ahead and lock it in before you do. Right here is your brake controller, and you've got a plus and minus here to set your gain for electric brakes. This is all your settings right here for audio, climate, phone, nav, your apps. There's your tools. This is your radio and your CD. This is your climate right here. You can do climate by touching climate and set everything you want. You can do it with your commands by your voice, or you can do it right here. Depends on what you want to do. You can get 90 degrees on this side, 60 degrees on this side. Cool that seat and heat this seat. Everybody's happy. You have 2 cup holders right here. Magically now you have 4. This truck has its own inverter in it, so you got AC and DC plugs, front and rear. This is your Jake brake, if you know what that is. So it helps slow the vehicle down with the engine rather than using the brake pads. Traction control, emergency flashers, hill descent control. This is your Pro backup trailer assist to help you back your trailer into some tight spots. That's your 360 camera, which shoots out the front, and then you also have a camera for the back. Going up here, this is needs to be lit a little better. But you have a Vista roof or panoramic roof that goes from here all the way to the back. It only opens in this section, but the back is glass so your guests can see out. These are upfitter switches, as you can see, they're already hot. So if you want to put load lights on the front or the rear, KC lights, a winch, you don't have to run any switches in here. You just run it straight to the fuse box, and these fuses are waiting and ready to be hooked up to your equipment. These 4 buttons right here have motion sensors. When this car is locked and the motor is off, it's armed. If anything in this car moves or anybody tries to break in it, it sets off your burglar alarms. One of the great things about this new technology is nobody can lock a dog or a child in a Ford truck that's not running. If you do, and the baby moves his hand, the dog wags his tail, the lights go off, the horn goes off, and it's going to get a lot of attention. Well, I'm glad that you got to look at this 2017 Ford F-250. I hope you take a good look at the video and give us a call. We'll set an appointment up for you to come and drive it. I'm Richard Swinehart with Bondy's Ford, and we're never satisfied until you are.